Excellent. So you like the pilot?
Yeah, except the part where the Yankees won. I didn't really like that one. I'm a Braves fan.
Get slapped around.
I was actually gonna ask someone if we could, since we're changing stuff, if we could change the '96 World Series. Can we make it so the Braves win this time?
Okay, the Braves.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't write that.
I know. I'm gonna ask the people.
Yeah.
You're like, I just acted in that. I don't know. Awesome.
The character. It's an unbelievable role for any actor, and for me in particular. I've been doing this a long time. I've played a lot of different roles, but for me, I know my strengths and weaknesses as an actor, and I knew I needed to find a lead role that had flaws, like a flawed hero, and those are hard to find. Usually the heroes are pretty generic and pretty perfect, and I will never play a perfect guy in that one. So as soon as I read the script, CW sent me 3 of their new pilots, and they said, you need to let us know right away which one you want to meet on. And immediately when I read it, I was like, that's it, that's the one for me, that's the role I've been waiting for so long. Because the guy has so many layers as an actor that you can peel away at, and he is the hero, but he's flawed, and it's a fun job to try to get the audience to understand you, root for you. It says right in the beginning, my father's a bad man, and so right off the bat, it really sets up one side of him that really ultimately becomes not true. And so then I get to spend the length of the series proving to the people in the show that I am a guy, and my heart's in the right place. So that's ultimately, and then the writing, the script. Jeremy's writing is so, it just speaks out of me. Sometimes I see scripts that I have to figure out how to make that work. With his, my first read is like, that's it, and I don't really have to figure out how I'm gonna make this work. It just flows out.
Everyone was pretty emotional on preview night. There were tears and everything. Chills, I got chills. Yeah. I just lost my dad not so long ago. Was it emotional playing it?
Yes. Yeah. I get emotional talking about it. You see, it's really special. I mean, it is. It's it's big, man.
I'm 100% with you.
It speaks to that need for us to be able to talk to the people that we've lost, and also to kind of take things, basically be able to change things.
It is, and the idea is is that ultimately better or worse for us? Or is everything supposed to be the way it is? Maybe for me, it's maybe you need to say what you want to say now. Don't wait. Don't think about what I have an opportunity to do. It's do it now, so you don't have to have that regret. And so, but the idea of the butterfly effect and how that really can change the perils of the future. And Makai said earlier in the interview, and I firmly believe it, it's everything happens for a reason, and we all wouldn't be here today if we had taken a left instead of a right 5 years ago, 10 years ago. For me, I've been a journeyman actor who's done a lot of pilots and a lot of shows that didn't last long, and all that led to this.
And this feels right.
It just feels right, and it feels like it's got the legs and network. All the things to go the distance, I think it's in a great place.
Now, what are the scenes like with Peyton where you don't really see each other, but you're hearing each other through the radio? Obviously acting so much about seeing the other person. Mm-hmm. So what is that like filming?
Well, Peyton and I, for those of you who don't know, go way back. We go back 10 years. We were acting partners for 10 years. And so the beauty of this is that I actually had referred her to Jen and Jeremy, the creators, because I said, you're going to get whoever you want for the show. You're going to get the best girl in town. It's such a great role. And I said, I only know one girl that I work with all the time, and I think she's perfect. And light bulbs went off when I told her. And I called Peyton immediately, and I was like, you're going to get this, so get ready. And we started working on it for her immediately. And between the time that we both got signed on to the time we shot the pilot, we put in so many hours. But leading up to that, we put in 10 years of work on,
So you had that shared relationship.
Yeah, we didn't have to get to know each other. We didn't have to build that bond. It was already built in. And I think that really shows in the pilot. But to answer your question, when we shot the pilot, if I was on camera, she would be hidden away in a corner. And we tried a bunch of different things. We didn't quite have it down yet. So one time we had an earpiece in, and that didn't quite work. I couldn't hear. And then they had a little mic next to something like hidden somewhere, a speaker, and that was kind of funky. So pretty soon she was just like really right off camera. And I couldn't see her, but and we made a vow. We're like, I will be there for you every off camera. You be there for me every off camera. And hopefully we can continue that in the series. It's harder because you don't get as much time. And we're working so hard on the pilot. Her and I are working like 70 hours a week, so we're gonna need a break rest when we get it. But I promise I'll be there for her every off-camera line if she wants me.
Did you say you got the scripts for the first 3 episodes?
No, just now the second one.
Second?
Yeah, we start on Monday.
Okay. Is there anything you can tease?
Oh boy, I don't know legally what I can tease.
How about structure?
That's Jimmy. Now, structure-wise, we're going to pick up on the second episode right where the first one left off. And what I loved that he did in this next episode is Jeremy does a great job of catching everyone up with flashbacks while leading you through the story. And he's so brilliant at that. And because it can get tricky, the timeline things. As we were even reading it, we're like, wait, now, hold on. And so on the way over here, flying here, Makai, Pat, Hayden, and I were together. We literally have our scripts open and we're like trying to connect the dots there. What did you miss? What did I miss? And we helped each other out a lot. But it's going to be that way for the entire run of the show because it becomes almost a choose your own adventure for the writers. Once they decide, after the pilot, once they decide what's going to happen with the butterfly effect and how that affects everything, it just opens up this. It can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the fun, tricky part about it. For us, too. As an actor, remembering the continuity of emotions, where you are in each scene, in each moment, and then, wait, now we're flashing back, where was I then? So, as an actor, it's that's the kind of stuff you're looking for. And still with all this genre stuff, the sci-fi element, the time travel element, it's really deeply rooted in the characters. It's just father-daughter. And you don't see that a lot on TV anymore.
You're the second person I've heard say that today, which is interesting. And I think, the idea that we think sometimes that science fiction has to be way out there, but that in so many ways it comes right back down to the relationships and the characters themselves. That's what keeps it really interesting.
And that was one of the things that stuck out about the pilot to me when I was reading them is it just has a little bit of every great ingredient. You guys saw it. It's got a little ingredient for everybody, and I think that's enough to. And the way they tie it together, I think when people give it a chance, they're going to find something that they like that they can attach themselves to.
What did you like the most about the father-daughter relationship?
Well, a father-daughter relationship is so much sweeter than anything else. We all know that. So it's I don't have any kids yet. I want some, and it's funny. Everyone that knows me knows I want a girl more than I want a boy. I obviously want a boy too, but I definitely want a girl. And that's weird. Usually guys want one of their own little selves. I want a girl. So it's something so touching about that. So yeah, that was it for me.